Are you ready for excitement? Around the World in 80 Tentacles presents Aloysius Quartermane, The Tower of Destruction. Starring Stephen Mummery as our Keeper of Arcane Lore.
Time to quench your thirst for adventure.
George Patterson as Aloysius Quartermane.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Joe Fox as the dashing Reginald Pearson.
Tales of Daring Do. Bully!
And Chris Hartnett playing his faithful manservant, James Peck.
Right, who's got the whiskey?
Ready yourself for thrills and adventure to astound.
Okay, so it takes, how long do you think that trip's going to take? Like what, half a day, maybe? Right, so you drive through there, you get to New York, okay, and you find yourself in the Catskill Mountain, right? It's a beautiful forested area, okay, absolutely luscious, steep forests, okay, and you start going off, in occasion you start seeing rich people houses, like private rich houses, and finally, you slowly pull up to the address that was given to you, which is Tobias Muller's New York estate.
Well, here we are, gentlemen.
Right, the car is moving along the gravel, right, and there, as you reach the front, there is another parked car already, right, and there is two motorbikes.
A man who likes speed.
Right.
Very successful doctor, this guy.
Well, there's two motorbikes. They're just put there at the side, and as you approach it, you see the front door is actually open. And what I'm going to do is I am going to post, because the front door is open, you can see the basic layout of there. So
Yeah, 3-story square house.
I'd say let's get ourselves known, but something seems amiss.
now, as you can see, I need to create a second profile on Discord, which is just used for streaming the footage, because as you can see, I can use this as a combat map. You can easily move the figures around. As it is, I'm just going to send you individual images of it. Right, so you're all currently inside the car. What do?
Nice house like this. It's a bit strange. There's no security.
The front door is clearly ajar and open.
It's not quite like your house, Mr. Pearson. It'd be security everywhere.
That's right.
Shall
I would
I
let-
get our things? And I start getting out of the car. I'm oblivious to their suspicion.
Well, hold on a moment, James.
No, of course, Mr. Pearson.
You see Aloysius Quartermane start turning red and breathing heavily and closing his eyes, and says, I can never have just a regular expedition. Something like this always happens. Gentlemen, are you prepared for action?
What do you mean? What do you mean action?
Are you prepared to get your hands dirty?
I'd say whatever is in there, they're in for the fright of their life.
Sure.
And I pull out my pistols, make sure that they're full and cocked.
Are you sure that's necessary? It's
It's always
Well.
like this.
Okay. I'm going to get my shotgun. My quail
I
hunting.
rushed to go grab it for him.
Take yours as well, James. Let's all be ready for whatever's in there.
I reluctantly grab my shotgun.
Just a little backstory for Aloysius. Every time he gets deep into something like academic, it always gets taken away from him by some type of action type thing that usually has something to do with his cousin, Alan Quartermane. But that's why he's already pissed off about what's going on.
I load both tubes of my shotgun. I was like, are you really sure this is necessary right in the middle of suburbia? It's, you normally don't need guns.
Yeah, it's probably just a stray cat.
Now, you
Still.
say suburbia, but this is private rich people area, so it's normally like an estate. So there's a house, and then there's a big load of woods, and then there's another rich person house, but it's got like a mile down the road.
Yeah, but I'm a bit of an idiot, so...
Righty-ho. Tobias! Are you in there?
As you approach, right, there's complete silence. You can hear birds cheeping in the woods, but that's about it. The door is currently open, but you haven't actually, you just left the car, but you haven't actually gone into it yet. So yeah, describe to me where you're going, Jim. If we look at the map, just describe what you're doing.
I wander over to the bikes, and I want to see if there are keys in the ignition.
Good thinking. There are no keys in the ignition. But take a good look at that photograph of the bike. Is there anything else that stands out to you?
One of the bikes got something next to it.
Find something.
Check
Where
the
is that?
saddlebags there.
Right,
idea.
it's a metal flip open saddlebag. There's nothing in the first one. There's nothing in the second one. But on the second bike, there is something wrapped up in a cloth.
I pick it up.
Okay, so you're the one that was nearest. You open it up. You open side. It was wrapped up in a cloth.
Right.
There was a
Good
handgun
question.
wrapped up in a cloth. Yep.
You kind of implied last time we were making a character that I might have been in the war, a war of some kind.
Yeah, but you said no, didn't you?
I didn't. I did. I said no. Okay, cool. That's good to know.
I think you did. I think you said like no. You said you spent
Yeah.
his entire childhood just getting drunk, and that was it.
Yeah. I just lift up the gun and it's like, Mr. Pearson,
thought
this
you
looks
went
like
to war.
we're not the only ones armed.
That's a Walther P38.
A what now?
Walther P38.
No, it's
Right.
not going to do them any good out here. Let's go and see what all the fuss is about.
Is it loaded?
Mechanic, before
It is
we go
loaded.
in, see what you can
Yeah.
do with their carburetors.
It is loaded? I just pocket it in like a random pocket.
Well, the thing is, your character's not gonna know, right? If you're not experienced with handguns, I mean, you've used a shotgun, but you've not got your stats at all into handguns, have you? Let me just check that. James.
You can hit someone with it.
Okay,
Pistol
no, you
weapon.
have handgun
I do have
experience.
skill in handguns, yeah. I just
Yeah,
put like
okay.
fly it and see if it's chained
Yeah.
it or anything.
It is a fully loaded handgun.
Right. Then I'll just pocket that away. And I just stick that in a large pocket in my pants. And I'll get right on the carburetors. And I don't know what he wants me to do with the carburetors.
Like pull some the fuel lines.
Ah. Yeah, I'll do that. You
Just to roll something for that.
skills.
You've got mechanical skills, it's fine. You can disassemble that bike if you want to.
Yeah, I ensure that both bikes and the other vehicle will not run.
Right, that's going to be. Let me check. What are your skills? Your mechanical repair skill is 100, and it's not going to be a hard thing to do. So you automatically
100.
win.
It's probably going to take a while, right? I've got 3 vehicles.
Okay, there's the 2 bikes, but there's also a car. He didn't say anything about stopping the car, but.
Oh no, I said I'm going to.
Oh, okay, fair
I
enough.
just assumed that he wants me to shut down the other car as well, so
Okay. I'm going to tell you, you can do it, but it's probably going to take you a little while, so you get started. You two, what are you going to do?
No, I'm not faffing around out here. We've got treasure to find. I'm making for the door. We need to find this next guy.
The door is open. Directly in front of you, there is a dead body. It's been shot in the back of the head. It's a rather fat man. There's a pile of blood there. He looks...
Wow.
Yeah, he looks...
Better a bullet than heart disease.
Yeah. He was shot in the back of the head. And he's like plumped down. And there's a pool of blood there. Right, the
I
room
hope that's
itself...
not the only person who knows where the treasure is.
The room itself is covered in photos. There's photos on all the walls. And there's like radiator and a desk. But the main thing that I notice as you come in there is it's a beautifully ornate room, tile floor, dead body on it, shot in the head.
Yeah, if you wanted to his body, this would be a rather splendid scene.
Yeah, basically.
I kind of hug the wall and kind of take position with my guns up.
Right, point to me on the map where you are. You on the outside?
Right in the door jam.
Door jam. Okay, cool. So you're
Good to
taking
have
the
you here,
lead,
Quartermane.
Joe, and George, you are behind the door. And
Right. Okay. Do I have listening? Can
Let
I
me check
hear
your character
anything?
before- Let's check your character.
I have talking, fast talk, but...
Listen skill.
Oh, I do
is
have a listen. I've got
your
40.
listen
Right,
skill.
okay.
Roll it.
Okay. Let's see if I can hear anything in this presumably quite quiet house.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you hear something
Yes.
upstairs. You hear something like you hear the just like
Right.
2 legs just moving.
Upstairs it is then. So I've got my gun. I'm not like going in like a SWAT team pointing it right in front of me, but I am ready to pull it up and point it at someone if I need to. So
Okay,
I've got
and
sort of
then,
a guarded stance.
you're having a time of your life because you're like, I wanted an adventure and I've got an adventure. Right.
Like, take it slow.
Right then, Quartermane.
Give me just
Let's
one
see if we can find that friend of yours. We're starting up the stairs. As I get to the top, can I see anything amiss?
This is what you see. Right. It's an ordinary hallway up the top. There's more
Looks like
photos on the wall.
Table to the right.
No, that's not a table. That is a attic door. It's an attic door.
Ah.
I'm gonna cover him
Right.
as he's going to make sure that, just in case somebody's shooting.
Good, good. Yeah, you watch my back. Right, up we go.
Outside, this is just like manually just taking apart the whole bikes. Just like removing the interior, taking the whole engine apart. Like, he's got
And
the tools out in the back
very
of the car.
serious about it too. Like I'm just like, I'm enjoying it. I'm focused.
Yeah, I could see you out the window. I'm thinking, I hope nobody sneaks up on him.
Before I actually go up the stairs, I want to try to listen to see if I hear any commotion coming from any of the other rooms.
Roll it. Your listen skill is...
Oh, I heard it if it's there.
Okay. Again, you hear movement upstairs, but it's further up. It's further up than you're on the second floor, and it sounds further up than that.
What do you think, Quartermane? Should we explore this place or keep going?
Well, if it's further up, it's probably going to be the attic.
Attic it is. Good choice.
Now, is the attic ladder already down, or is this a closed thing?
No, it is a closed ladder. It is a closed roofing, so it's like a wooden ceiling, attic ceiling thing. But if there was a ladder, it would be extendable, and it's not down.
Right,
I'm
egghead.
assuming somebody, whoever's in there, has been put there and left there.
Who could say?
That or they're hiding from us. I want you to...
Go ahead.
Yes, please keep your gun trained on that trapdoor. I'm going to give it a yank. So, I go towards it, I grip the cord, and I pull it sharply.
Okay, actually, I'm going to admit here, as a person who just doesn't actually use one of these attic things, if they wanted to stop it from going down, if someone pulled on the cable, could they stop it from happening?
Not from this side.
Not from the top, they couldn't.
Oh, actually, yes, from the top they could. If they were in there, they could stop it, yes.
Okay, then it's not budging. It's not budging at all.
Okay, I'm jumping on it like a fucking chimpanzee.
The cord breaks, you know?
God damn it. God, whoever's up there, they really don't want to come out.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's any, curtains with, large curtain rods. You said this is a fairly fancy house?
Oh yeah, there's curtain rods, absolutely. Look at all the windows.
I'm gonna find one that's roughly the size of from floor to ceiling, and just jam it up there so that they can't get out.
That's why we need you, Professor.
You don't even have to roll for that, that's fine. You don't have to roll for that at all, that's fine.
Man with a plan. I'll let you get to that while I, amble about.
Right, you don't hear any... I was going to say, right now, just casually, you don't hear any movement there. Right. You'd have to really strain your ears. When you do a listening roll, that's you straining. That's you, going, pointing, doing the, silence gesture to your friends and going,
This will afford us a little time to look around the place.
Okay, right. So, where are you guys going to go now?
Well, we need to find that curtain rail. Let's try
No, he's
room number
already done.
3. Oh, he's done that?
Yeah, okay, so you're on the second floor. And each of the rooms is numbered on the first and second room.
Sorry, the curtain rail does... So he's not trying to open the door, he's using the curtain rail to... Quartermane.
He saw your plan, he's like, you know what, fuck it, let them stay up there. And they're stuck up there for now.
Starve them out. Alright, nearest room number 3. Actually, no, sorry, room number 1 has the entrance closest to us.
That's fine. Okay.
So the rooms on the first and second floor are basically the same?
They're different rooms. I've just numbered them 1, 2, and 3 because it's like you don't know what the room is till you enter it. So these are different floors. They're different rooms. They're completely different rooms, but I've just given them numbers for myself.
I mean,
So,
the top floor and the bottom floor.
No, the layout's different.
Okay.
I should have given them different numbers. I should have said 4, 5, and 6 for the second floor, but whatever. Right, okay. So, you enter room 1 from the second floor. Let me just sort that out for you. Who's opening the door?
I'm through first.
Okay. Yes, you're directly behind him. Okay. You open it up and you're hit by a stench of gunpowder. Now.
Smells like excitement.
Right, you enter a study. Now, you've never seen a dead body before, have you, son? So let's get a quick sanity roll from you. It's...
Well, we did see the one downstairs with his head blown out.
Oh, he did. He did, actually. Yeah. Should he be receiving sanity rolls for this? It's only like it would be a small thing. So,
Yeah, we should.
Okay, so blah 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 blah. Roll. Okay, 71, and your sanity is... Did we not sort out your sanity?
Maybe we
40.
didn't.
Your sanity is 40.
Well, then
Okay.
that's not good.
Well, no, you've got a... Is it... You've got to get less than, haven't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
I failed.
You failed.
We both failed.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to expend the luck points in order to avoid that.
Certainly. Fine. Is that a talent your one's got?
No, everybody could do that.
Are you sure? I think that's a talent thing. I think that's a talent thing, isn't it? Let me just double check that. I'm going to grab the rule book. Back in a second.
I'm just very happily going away with like a socket wrench right now, humming a tune.
Oh, he'll have those bikes better than before we arrived. If they do belong to the goodies, they'll thank them.
I was wondering if the bikes were German made.
With that, you'd have to look at the bike and then do a knowledge roll or something.
I mean, I wouldn't actually be disinterested in knowing what make they are whilst I'm working on them.
Okay, well, you would... I'd say you would definitely know, but you've not been asked... You would definitely know, but no one's actually asked you. No one's actually said to you, hey, what is that make of bike?
Yeah. What are they? I guess. Out of curiosity. What is the make of these? Where are they from? I'm not thinking anything of it.
Okay, they're the latest made by the Reich.
Nice!
They're the brand new, straight from the 1,000-year Reich itself, German bikes.
Bloody hell. These things would go for quite a lot of money.
What year is this?
This is January 20-some, 1939.
1939, interesting.
Yeah.
So America's not in the war yet?
No one's in the war yet. War hasn't been declared yet, but it's about to.
You said it's January and it's in New York?
Yeah.
Okay, then there's snow.
How would you... Okay, I just assume there's snow there all the time before climate change.
Well, I mean, January
Bloody cold.
Winter.
Okay, fine, there's snow everywhere. There you go. So
And in New York, it's pretty darn high up there, and the further north you go, the more snow you're gonna have.
I'm just going to Google it because I hate trying to find rules in a rule book.
My clothes are partially soaked through from being underneath the cars.
And
I've got a talent called Hardened. Is that it?
ignore sanity loss for attacking. Okay, you get no sanity loss whatsoever because you only get sanity loss from horrors, from like Lovecraftian horrors. Because you're hard.
I've seen a body or two.
You've seen a body or two. Doesn't affect you, right? As for spending
What about
luck,
me?
I think you're going to get slightly disturbed because I think the spending luck talent. I need to confirm that. So
I don't need luck.
Yeah, no.
Luck is
It's
for people who
resilient.
don't want to get their hands dirty.
The spending luck thing is the resilient talent. You don't have that talent. Your talent is sort of,
Yeah, I've got Hardened and Quick Draw.
yeah. His talent, smooth talker and resourceful. So yeah, that's fine. You take some sanity damage, but it's only going to be a little. So it's going to be like what? What's a small amount of damage? 1d3 or something like that.
Yeah, 1d3 is pretty good for a body.
1d3. So if you could roll 1d3, please.
Okay, let me maneuver my keyboard. Wasn't expecting to have to do typing too. So
yes. So
sorry, so I was down
you took
to
sanity damage.
38.
Fine. Yeah, no, I've got the character sheet here. I can edit it. Don't worry. And I will send you guys revised character sheets every single time we play the game.
Fantastic.
So, your sanity was 40 and is now 30. Yeah. I realised I never actually sorted out your luck. That's fine. Well, I'm going to just give you 50 luck right now, and we'll sort it out later.
Cheers.
There we go. Right. Okay, so yeah, basically outside, you realise, Chris, that is a Zundat motorcycle, which is, like I said, very important, very, very German, very kind. Right.
Hey, Zen what?
Zundapp. Zundat.
Right. Copy that.
Let me just double check that name.
No, that's fine.
Yes,
We'll go with it.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a Zundat KS 600.
Well, now they're
Nice.
kaput.
No, they are kaput. Now, I want to ask, do they still look like they're usable, or have they been so utterly dismantled that the wheels are like somewhere else?
They are very dismantled. I've actually taken some parts and stuffed them in our own vehicle. Anything worth of any value, I've just kind of like taken.
Okay, now, the room that you just entered, gentlemen, right, you smell gunpowder and the dead body. It's a man in a waistcoat and a white shirt. He's leaning back and he's just been shot in the head. It's such a recent thing that his body's probably still going to be warm. It looks like he just died. The blood from his brain has just splattered all over the paint on the back wall. I'm just going to...
Quartermane, does this look like it might be Tobias?
Honestly, sir, I've never met the man. But he happens to be a personal friend of Mr. Orlando Drake, Sr. He was a friend of mine.
Well, I can imagine Orlando's friend wearing a white suit.
I don't believe it. My images are too powerful. They're 8 megabytes. I'm going to have to open up the image in Photoshop and then fucking... What?
Do I see any pictures of the gentleman around?
Okay, yeah, okay. You know what? I'm just going to describe it to you. Behind him is a painting of the Tower of Babel, right? It's blood splattered. He himself is lying back in a chair, and he has like a hole in his head. He has a startled looking expression on his face. There is a book directly in front of him, and there are letters and notes everywhere. It looks like the study had been very quickly searched through. Like they just tore open the desk, they tore over the door, everything, trying to find something. There's a load of papers on the floor. You can pick up any one of these papers and try to read. There are photographs, and the photographs are of this guy and a young lady. This guy tended to take a lot of photographs of his life. So yeah, this definitely looks like Tobias because he's in the photographs.
Gotcha.
Oh dear.
Alright, let's go back to the attic. And I'm going to take a look out the window to see what kind of progress the gentleman downstairs has made.
Well, you look down and you see that it is just a bunch of parts now. It's completely disassembled those bikes.
Right, I'm noticing that
Clothes are
he's...
soaked through with melted snow, and I'm taking a very proud swig from a flask, oblivious to any kind of danger.
I try to wave him on and call him up, and I look to his boss and say, "Thorough man."
That's the painting that was on the wall.
I hope they belong to the baddies.
Right, so that's it. Like I said, there's paperwork on the floor if you want to read it. There's all the other unexplored rooms. Chris, how do you respond when you see the body on the floor that's been shot in the head? Let's give a sanity roll for you.
You hear a girlish shriek.
Right, can you give me a roll, please?
Yes, sir. 60.
And your sanity is... your sanity is equal to your power, isn't it?
I believe
My character, my power, sanity. There's two little boxes. One says 50. One says 99.
Okay, so your current one is 50. And you rolled 60, and you have to roll less to be okay, right?
correct.
So in that case, he's taking sanity damage. It's 1d3.
But do you want me to roll the 1d3, or are you doing that?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry. I was going to do it then like you were doing it, so I left it to you. You take 1 sanity damage, I'll take that off the sheet for you. I'll manage all the sheets, don't worry about it.
You both hear a girlish shriek throughout the house, followed by a Mr. Pearson! Mr. Pearson! There is a dead body in the doorway!
Yes, come on up!
Right, now, to get luck, I was going to say, to get what someone's luck is, you normally have to roll it, but I forgot to do it when I was showing out everyone's character, so I'm just giving everyone a default luck of 50. Fine. Right, so go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, I kind of try to press up against the wall and tiptoe around the body without touching it.
Right. Okay, so yeah, you are at the study. There's a load of paperwork on the floor. That's the only door that's open. Do you open any other doors, or do you examine the study? Or if you look outside, if you look at the original image of the house, right, you'll notice do you see those little balcony things?
Yep.
Right, George, you see yeah. I forgot to include them on the map. So just imagine they're there. There's little balconies on the second floor just outside the window. So I just noticed them when I uploaded the image.
Sure.
I'm going to draw them now on the map. So create a new layer. I'm going to grab my pen. I'm just going to quickly draw little balconies on the second floor.
I'll take a look at some of the papers, just real quick, glancing over them. Nothing like major.
Okay, some of them are written in Arabic. Some of them are written in English. One of them is talking about equipment that's being spent for the archaeological dig. Another one is a letter saying... A second, I'll put it in. Let me bring up my notes. I wrote a really nice letter and I'll put it in.
I'm assuming the attic is that front corner section, correct?
I'm just adding the attic now. Give me the attic itself is it's the square box next to the stairs. Square box next to the stairs. Here we go. The study. Thank you. So yeah, there's a diary on.
The original picture.
It's the attic entrance. The square box next to the stairs on the second floor. I'll write the word attic on it to make things clearer. Just 1 second. I will be literally just to sort this all out. I appreciate all your patience. And I'm going to print screen you. And that should be the current location for everything. And now, in the study, right, you find letters. Right, one of the letters says, "Dear Mr. Muller, I must once again point out the possible dangers of leading an archaeological dig in what could potentially be a hotspot if this new war inevitably breaks out. Surely we could just wait until this whole mess blows over, or at least until one side declares victory. Babylon has rested there for over 4,000 years. It can wait a little longer." There's another letter nearby, and it says, "Tobias, I know how much you loathe the fascists as much as I do. I hear they have taken a sudden interest in our work. We must stress in the most serious terms to the Miskatonic University that we will not take any funding from any individual who works with or supports the Nazi Party of Germany. I know I can trust you not to work with them. I don't know so much about Dr. Kleiner." And another note on the floor, "Tobias, I'm sorry, I simply cannot come on this expedition. Considering the likelihood of the outburst of a war, I have my wife to consider. Yours considerably, Dr. Spengler." And there is one more letter which stands out because it's still in its envelope and it's got a German postmark.
I mean, it's all very well waiting for peace, but we need that treasure.
Right, okay, and there's a letter which has a German postmark on it which hasn't been opened.
Can I just call out as I'm like getting to the stairs and just be like, "Mr. Peterson, Mr. Quartermane, are you upstairs?"
Yes, just come on past the bodies.
Right on.
Keep an eye on those windows.
Now, is there anything else you want to do in the study or look at or examine?
I'll check out the letter just to see if there's anything else besides the letter. But I mean, I don't read German, so it's not going to make too much to me unless it's in English.
Right, that's fine.
It's not going to be in English, is it? Look at that writing.
You open it up, and I'm just going to post the text of the letter. You guys carry on.
I get to the door of the study. "Mr. Peterson," and then I say to the corpse, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, you get to roll sanity for that. Right, here's what the context of the letter is. And
Completely 100% European.
Right, and if you could just roll the sanity roll, that's great, Chris.
68. It's another failure.
And it's another failure, and let's roll 1d3. 1 sanity damage. That's fine.
Still, one both
the
times.
corpses?
You're not losing any more sanity than I am.
Right. Okay.
Probably about after the 5th body that he sees, he won't have to roll sanity for it.
That's fine. I mean, these are just regular gunshot wounds.
Yeah. If it's like something mangled corpse or something, that's completely different.
There is also an address on the letter itself. It's a small town. The address is somewhere called Quinzenberg. I'm probably mispronouncing that. There's the address. I'm posting it now. Quinzenberg. Okay, right. So, yeah. So, like I said, the letters were saying there was buying equipment. There was complaining they won't be able to make it to the trip. There was someone saying they're not going to work with fascists, and I hope you don't work with fascists. There's the guy that's been shot, and he's just stuck in his chair, and the blood is splattered all over the painting, and the painting is of the Tower of Babel.
Quartermane holding that letter?
So, what was that?
Is Quartermane holding the letter? The German one?
He is, yeah.
I just walk over behind him, pick up his shirt, and go, what have you got there? And then, would I recognize German? Because I'm a nunce. I'm not smart.
You would know what German is, yeah, as a language, but you wouldn't speak it.
And I see that, it's like, oh, funny. There are some, the bikes out there are German. They're Zundap K600 motorcycles. Well, not anymore. I pulled them apart, but, that's interesting.
So our guest upstairs might be of the German variety.
What?
Yeah, we had to trap someone in the attic. You know how it is. I refused to come out.
In the attic right now. The same people who shot this man in the chair.
Maybe 10 of them.
Shouldn't we be getting out of the house then?
Well, we need that treasure. But I mean, we've already come all this way.
Actually, quite right. Actually, I'm thinking, if you came into our house and presumably a lot of men, and you shot a bunch of people, why would you bother hiding in the attic?
Well, I mean, maybe we're intimidating looking.
Yeah, you're probably right, Mr. Peterson. You're quite a fearsome fellow.
That I am.
They've got it barred up there. They're not letting us in, so we're not letting them out. Perhaps maybe we should call up to them.
They might be in a mood to negotiate.
Oh, who's up there? You mind having a chat? Hopefully you're not Nazis.
At the sound of that, you hear glass shattering, right? Right, at that point, you start hearing, like, the sound of movement on top upstairs, right? And you see, like, a tile from the roof, like, fall down from the front of the house. And there's clearly, like, there's movement very quickly. And I'm going to currently just put on the combat grid for the level. So I'm just going to blub, blub, blub. I've got a grid here. Right, now everyone's got a movement thing of 8. That means during their movement turn, they can move 8 squares. Okay? Now, the enemy is on the attic. They've got to move from the attic. It's actually, who's got... We're supposed to roll initiative. Just see who's got the highest initiative. So...
Is that 1d100?
No, it's... What is it you roll at the beginning of... George? At the beginning of combat, how do you determine who goes first?
I'll check real quick.
It's the one with the highest... something.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on here.
Call of Cthulhu in combat, who goes first?
It's probably Dex.
Dex. That's it. It's Dex. Okay, who's got the highest Dex?
I have an 80.
70. You got a 90. Yeah, you definitely go first. I'm going to check the stats of these Nazis. They do not have 90. Right. So, the combat turn is...
Nazis! As I suspected.
Oh, right, okay. The combat turn is Quartermane, right? Then it's Peck, and then it's George, then it's Chris, it's Joe. Okay, cool. Right, I'm just going to bring up my character sheets for the bad guys, because I've got them. Right, so yeah, you hear movement, and it's moving from the top of the house, and it's heading towards, like, the front. I'm going to print screen where your current locations are. Post that.
Do we know that these are the bad guys yet? Or do I know that these are the bad guys yet?
Well, there are 2 dead people, and there was someone hiding in the attic, and now they're trying to escape. So, that's up for you to make that decision.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm running to the window. Oh, no, wait, sorry. We've got to do combat, right. So it's me last.
It's George.
Where are they?
They're on the
Can we see
attic. No, you don't, because they're on the roof. At the moment, they're on the roof, and they haven't got a chance to move yet. You hear movement, but it's not their turn yet.
So those balconies are to the north of that map?
Yeah, I've just added balconies to the map, if you have a look.
Okay, I'm trying to get that map kind of oriented with the picture that you showed us of the house.
Yeah, I literally saw the picture, saved it, forgot about it, then drew it from memory, and totally forgot there were balconies.
Okay, I'm gonna run down the hallway.
Yep, see?
So
right, where are you? Just tell me where you're standing.
by 7 movement, I should be on the balcony, the one to the left. I mean, to the right.
Okay, that's fine. You are on the balcony. I'm just going to move you there. Right. Now, let's have a look at the original image of the house. Can you see the roof? Can you see the roof? Yeah, you can probably see the roof from there, right? Yeah. So yeah, there's the Nazis are trying to a guy in a trench coat is just broken one of the windows and he's trying to get out of it. You've probably got a clear shot, in all honesty.
All right, I go ahead and I start shooting.
That's fine. Roll that gunshot thing.
Okay, remember I have 2 pistols, and I actually have a talent for it.
Okay, so go ahead. Just roll that. That's what the guy looks like. Oop, you just uploaded a picture of the house.
Shoot a guy in a nice hat.
Yeah, the picture's just for reference in case you need it.
Ah, cool.
That's horrible.
Well, that's a failure, right? That's a malfunction.
Let me see. No, it's not that big of a failure, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 luck points to make it a success.
Wait a minute, what is your gun skill? Just check that.
90.
90. Okay. But is the luck points, is that a talent? Spending
No,
luck
that's
points.
actually how you're supposed to use luck points. Once you roll, you subtract luck points, and then you add it to the die roll to actually make it a correct die roll.
Yeah, but are you sure that isn't just a talent?
No, positive. It might be a talent for the sanity part, but not for your skills. That's standard for Cthulhu, Pulp Cthulhu, and all of them.
Okay, cool. So that takes your luck down from your luck was 50, wasn't it?
Correct.
And that takes it 48. Okay, and let's just quickly roll damage then. Not sure what I'm looking at there, George.
Hold on 1 second.
5.
There you go.
That's 5 damage. Okay, he falls back into the window. Shine, mein Leben! Right, he's fallen back in. Right, okay, so you've just gone out there and just shot a guy who's trying to get out the window, and you just shot him back into it. Right.
Is there
You hear enough? Yeah, there's going to be more than one of these guys. But yeah, you can hear moving in there now. Everyone can hear movement on the top floor.
I mean, is there more than one that I can see?
No, there was only one who broke the window.
Gotcha. And he's out of sight now.
He's out of sight. I didn't actually make a map for the attic because I thought it was just one room, you wouldn't need it. I should have realised that. I honest to God thought the guys would get down to be a bike chase, but this isn't going to happen. There's going to be no bike chase here.
No, you wanted action, buddy.
I know, but I was hoping for like the scene in Indiana Jones, the third one, with the bike chase with the Nazis. I was planning like a proper you get in the car, they're in the bikes, and but no, you dismantled the bikes.
It could be a comical scene of us driving away and them hardly getting to the bikes and then comically stomping around because they got no bikes anymore. As I'm waving a bike part out of the car.
Right, so that's the end of your turn, isn't it? So the next turn is Chris. Right.
Right.
I'll bring up a map for you. Print screen. Here's your map. What's your movement thing? It's 8, isn't it?
My movement, I don't even know where to check that. Sorry. Move rate is 9.
Right, okay, so you can move any 9 squares.
Right. Well, upon immediately hearing a gunshot, I'm just like, what the bloody hell was that? Are we really doing this? Mr. Peterson, shouldn't we be getting to the car? And then I kind of stormed down the stairs real quick and in a really overdone fashion, just swing my shotgun from side to side, checking both ways. And then I'm just gonna cover the stairwell in case someone comes running out of somewhere.
So are you gonna be on the first or second floor?
I'll stay on the second floor actually, and I'm covering the stairs. I'm waiting for Mr. Pearson.
Okay.
Good man.
Okay, cool. So you're basically staying in the exact same place you were in the image I uploaded.
Yeah, basically, just kind of off to the side, and kind of again, really overdone action movie, just swinging my shotgun from side to side, holding it really far out, even though it's a sawn-off shotgun without a stock.
Right. Joe, what are you doing?
I'm looking for Nazis. I
Okay.
think it's time to try and get this fucking trap door open.
I
So
think you can try.
Right. Well, I mean, it's propped up with a curtain pole. I feel like it would be easy to knock that out. Right.
It would,
So I'm
but
gonna-
the string that pulls it down has been removed, so it's literally just like a plank of wood up there. So I don't know if you're going to be able to.
Can I see anything out the window?
Nope. There's no.
No
There's
enemies out the window.
There's a shattered ceiling tile on the floor. Right. This has all happened in seconds. Outside, you just saw Mr. Quartermane fire his handgun directly at the roof and hitting a man. So this is all happening within seconds, and you 8 squares. I think your one's 8 squares. Let me check.
Okay, so I've used up. Let me do 1, 2,
7
3,
squares.
4, 5, 6. Well, I've used
7.
up 6 getting to the trapdoor and trying to open that unsuccessfully. I've got 1 left. I think I'm just gonna fire through the trapdoor.
You absolutely can. That's fine. Now, George, is there any penalties for shooting through an object?
The first shot's probably not going to hurt anybody. What it'll do is it'll destroy the structure itself.
Good. I mean, that will leave
Okay.
me exposed, but I'm willing to take that.
Right. Oh, I should probably be subtracting your guy's ammo. So let me see now. You have a rifle, a shotgun, don't you? It's like a pheasant shotgun. So shotgun. Just 1 second. Is that one of those ones that has like carries 2 shells in it? So you're 1 shell down because it's okay. So you only have 1 shell left in your shotgun.
I've got
Me?
6 bullets in one gun and 5 bullets in the other.
Cool.
Right.
What type
Do
of gauge would a pheasant like hunting shotgun be, George?
10 to 12, probably 10.
10 gauge. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Fine. So I aim a shot through, let's say, the center of this trapdoor.
Yeah, that just blows through wood. There's a great big hole there.
I visibly jump when he fires that gun. I'm not used to
Sorry.
guns going off like that.
Right. Okay, so it's now the Nazis' turn. Okay. I'm just gonna roll. Let me just check his stats for a second. He's gonna do something. I have to check all his stats. A moment, please, gentlemen. I have a lot of documents here, and I have to just quickly check on different stats.
Actually, 'cause I'm not sure it's a thing. Maybe George can
Yeah.
answer it whilst Joel figuring that out. Because I said like I'm kind of like looking out, waving my shotgun around, ready to like shoot someone. Does that mean if someone popped up, I could shoot them before they had their turn,
I don't.
like a ready action in D&D, or is that not really a thing?
I honestly don't know. I'm really shit with rules. I'm a master storyteller. I'm not so great with rules.
I think that would be
Whoa.
the discretion of the keeper.
Right. Okay. The Nazi just got an incredibly good roll. You hear through the attic the sound of metal ting 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 ting. Right. And landing directly in front of you is a grenade. It's a stick grenade.